53%, the silent assassin has been silently campaigning, shaking hands, holding babies. Is it kissing? I don't know what the deal is. I'm not into politics, but Lin Yun and Wang Chuqin, that is really something. Fans, cast your votes at worldtabletennis.com and Chongqing maybe, because for this week, well, thanks for participating for everyone who did, but let's see if the fans get what they want. In the stadium, you can imagine the numbers are slightly different. But those who favor the Elon lefty, the Chiquita flicking silent assassin, Lin Yun, he's going to start.
Lean to serve, love all.
With the serves, love all. Bottle challenge followed by a soft block, and Wang Chuqin will play that all day.
It's not a bad way to start a final. To set your nerves, fire a backhand down the line, as close to the red line as it possibly could get.
Similar service. Subtleties though, tough to see from here. Tough to see from where Wang Chuqin's standing, to be fair. Interesting. Wang Chuqin moved over to the backhand corner of the table as if he had been prepared to play a forehand receive. Sometimes a little bit better of a view as well. So what do you think it's going to take, Joe, for Lin Yun to really cause some damage or stress, challenge a guy who's been so dominant in Grand Smash finals?
Well, he's got to try and get that Chiquita in. He saw he was looking for the opportunity. But Wang Chuqin is so good at just drawing the sting out of him. And he really doesn't give him what he wants, what Lin Yun wants, which is a kind of short little serve to middle where he can really come in and rip around the back of it with that banana flick. And then once they open out, just Wang Chuqin tends to almost bully Lin Yun on previous occasions. Which is crazy considering the power and just the demolition job that we've seen from Lin Yun. You think of that performance over Patrick Francisco, over Trulls, where he's just firing off everywhere. But it always looks a little bit passive.
An unusual rally here for the first point. A whole lot of pushing going on. Wait patiently in line, guys. What's with all the pushing? And there's the opening after the long push comes in. Just 1 point. This is what it means when you're in first and you want to make sure second place is so far behind you that they can barely see, that there's no chance luck will play a role.
Light flick of the net, which Lin Yun apologises for, but it was good. He got that backhand attack in, and that sets him up for rally so well. He's just got to be careful not to take too big a step back, because Wang Chuqin, once he starts swinging as well and bringing side spin onto the ball, it's really difficult to get back in. Like that, the forehand hooking.
It's a little surprised the rally ended here because Lin Yun was in position. Take a look one more time. He's playing very conservatively, compact strokes. Doesn't miss by much. That said, it sets Wang Chuqin up with a 4-point lead. Lin Yun on the serve. Ooh.
3-6.
I thought it touched. In which case, it would be 7-2. And we're backing up.
2-7.
There we go. Fair play. I like the way he said it. Lin Yun does the same. The players, there's a class about them, as if to say, did it touch? I thought it might have.
Yeah, yeah. But they both knew.
Very gentle, very classy. Short side of the table on the counter, right back behind where he sent Lin Yun early in the point.
That is stunning from the world number one. To react, because that ball was fired at him. And he found the short side, as you mentioned it. Pinpoint precision from Wang Chuqin. this short game for Wang Chuqin. We saw it earlier with the semi-final against Felix Lebrun. He's got such soft hands over the table and he's able to handcuff opponents. Keeps them exactly where he wants them.
Let 9-2. Let 9-2.
Taking some chances, he's going to have to, looking for that line. Lin Yun right now has got a steep incline in the scoreboard of game number 1.
3-10.
That said, some variation on the serve, one step at a time, point by point. But quality receives from just inside the baseline. Wang Chuqin steals the opening attack. Guarded optimism, but optimism just the same. The crowd getting what a lot of them came for. Wang Chuqin, the form that we saw him in the last 2 Grand Smashes, he starts just the same, 11-3. Whose nation? Domination. Game number 2 to follow. So after checking out the spin on Wang Chuqin's forehand there, look at the ball placement, the edge, anything that stands out to you, Joe?
Just the width on both sides, really stunning. He's drawing the sting out of Lin Yun's first attack. And it's really interesting where Wang Chuqin wanted to stay close to the table against Felix. This is one where he's trying to, like I say, get a weaker attack at Lin Yun.
Second game.
Drop back, set the feet, and bomber. And it's so fun to watch.
Unless you're part of that, what was it, 63%?
Well, yeah.
Said good start here for the world number 1.
You see the range he's at. Just takes that step off and he's so confident in his swing is Wang Chuqin. Just hits the ball with such grace but such power.
Yeah, there's a different trajectory than most. A lot more force on it, a lot of low drive.
He's taking Lin Yun's best shot, his Chiquita, and it's using it as a trap, as a way to put pressure back on him.
And can you elaborate? How is he doing that?
So it looks like a side spin serve into kind of short forehand. And Lin Yun's having to step to his left and play more of a side spin Chiquita off it.
Oh, good angle on this one. Back wide cross court. Wang Chuqin was even quite surprised with how deep that was to the backhand side.
Really good holding game from Lin Yun. It's going to take something a little different than what he normally shows us, I think, here.
That was the antithesis of what the obvious shot was. Almost the whole table was open on the other side. A little bit different. Man, Anders Lind is one of the most different players in the world. Incredible feeling. And he made Wang Chuqin look incredibly comfortable. 7-1 up at 1-1 in a best of 5.
Audience, please. No flash.
That's just how great Wang Chuqin is as well. That might not even be enough.
Right.
If you start slow spinning the ball and...
Please, over there. No flash. Thank you. 3-1.
Always polite, Ronald Mugwanya. We saw him way behind the table against Truls with some big counters after a long exchange. Qin Zhijian in the crowd just blended in. It's so crazy. It's pretty fascinating 10 years ago, people used to take tons of pictures and get all excited about sitting next to those people, but right now, all eyes on one man. And a little fortune here after sort of a flatter opening. Wang Chuqin watching on for Lin Yun from the bench. Nice little pancake flip, sort of a baby there.
Yeah. I think he's recognizing that he's being set into a trap, Lin Yun. That Chiquita's so dangerous, but Wang Chuqin is one of the few that can not only contain it, but he can counter off it as well.
A whole lot of spin and a whole lot of speed, and the combination led to a jumping ball that raced up and even caught Wang Chuqin a bit out of sorts for the briefest of moments. Extended wide, and then played a little bit more central there. Lin Yun mixing it up with his placement.
Slower, spinnier backhand attack there from Lin Yun. And is he just starting to gain a foothold in this final? Smooth as silk, wasn't it?
Often is. Neo Guang Kai next to Sun Shun there, from coach to sparring partner. And then Wang Hao, head coach for the men's team. Carries a lot of responsibility, much like Wang Chuqin. This is tough.
Yeah.
In terms of turning, it's just a no flash round. I was just thinking, Lin Yun is playing a very responsive game right now, and
yeah,
I can't fault him for it. I think the idea is right, but it's still not working out, and that's tough. It's like not succeeding in your second favorite option. You know?
This is what I mean. Just Wang Chuqin just tends to bully Lin Yun
4-7
in a good way. It's almost like little brother playing big brother, right? Big brother's just standing there swinging as hard as he can.
Did you use the word bury? Was that what you said, or did you say something else? He likes to what, Lin Yun?
Bully.
Bully, okay. Okay, in a good way.
But again, 2 points picked up.
Yeah, scoreboard tightening up a bit. Second towel break here, and it's far from hopeless. We've seen bigger comebacks. Now we're talking. Now he's taking his shots. Lin Yun coming out to play. This isn't sorry. My mom said I had to stay in because there were clouds out. This is, okay, I'm meeting you on the lawn. Ooh, getting a little tight there. I like the idea. The soft block, slowing it down a bit. Wang Manyu used this very effectively in the women's singles final.
Yeah, absolutely. Bringing a different game plan to the game, and it's what it needs. Lin Yun's going to have to take some risks. Feels like he might have to try and stay closer to the table in those big rallies, as difficult as that is. He's creeping now. 7-8. He's within 1 point. It's a big rally that broke out.
Yeah, it's a nice down the line forehand. He keeps him pinned. Now he steps around, just shuffling those feet. Parallel or two to set things up. Lefty versus lefty can be uncomfortable for both.
7-8.
Being left-handed is different than playing against left-handed players. Like choppers don't usually play against choppers. Big one in the middle to keep his opponent socially distanced by 2 points.
Oh,
nice
yes.
Counter right back to where it came from, behind the body's momentum.
And this is what it's going to take. And that's a beautiful technique to send it up the parallel. Be unpredictable. Bring a different look than what we normally see from Lin Yun.
To the right.
Did you see the footwork of Wang Chuqin? How he stayed balanced. He dropped off. He thought he was going to get attacked. Look. Just stunning from the world number one.
And all that to set up 2 game points for a 2-0 lead in this men's singles championship match, the final.
Please, no flash. 8-10.
Short side and it's done. Sneaky, quick shot right there. Wang Chuqin with the wrist, mixing it up. Tough to serve to a guy who can do this. He slides at contact right down the line. That precision you talked about earlier, he's applied it so many times. Well, this is where we got the turning point in the women's singles final. That said, he hasn't dropped a game in the last 2 finals we saw just before this match. Wang Chuqin leads. Oh, by the way, you like money? You're not alone. Guess who does? Well, besides you, the champion gets 100,000. That wasn't worded right. The point is there's a lot of money being given out, and the loser here still walks with 50 grand, but that gets doubled. So, a lot of motivation here in addition to 2,000 world ranking points. Always nice to match your water with your headband. As the Chinese team watches on, you've got everybody there, from practice partners to the juniors, the youth smashers, Lin Yun in the front row. I like it.
It's the hottest ticket in town. And we're seeing the main act on court.
Lin Yun not answered by the ocean of fans for Wang Chuqin. I like it. The truth is, I think a lot of the fans here are fans of both. Lin Yun is incredibly popular in China, and in Singapore for that matter, which is heavily populated by Chinese fans right now.
Oh, yes. 3 of the best. Really accelerating through the ball. For quite a small figure, he's able to generate such pace, Lin Yun.
I feel like the majority of his career, he was quite small. Even from the waist down, his legs have changed so much, but his shoulders are twice the size they used to be. He's put on a lot of muscle. Yep, he's hitting the weight room hard.
I like the start of this 3rd game for Lin Yun. The silent assassin.
I didn't know how you were going to finish that sentence at first, but it sounded like a familiar song. Sir spins a lot out here as Lin Yun gets in over that for the Chiquita.
It's just bringing different things, but this is it. This is how good this man is.
Stone on the other side with Lin Yun watching on right down the line. Watch this block. Oh, man. Channeling his inner Koki Niwa, yet offering an apology. There's been a lot of that this week. Oh, what a break off the net here. Lin Yun almost gets it. There was so much topspin on that ball that Lin Yun, when he comes in, has his racket so closed because the ball's just going to jump up. Let's see if we can see it again. Watch how close that is. He tries to just turn it over completely. That's tough because you want to get under the ball to get it from right near the table. But you know it's going to climb up off that rubber. If you've never used a professional racket, you're missing out on what the sport has to offer. Ru's squeaking, but it's Wang Chuqin setting up these shots time and time again. A tight game so far, though.
It's just the angles this man is able to hit at.
A timeout now on Lin Yun's side. Wang Chuqin there to talk to him. Let's listen in.
落点上吹的时候，还是那一个他出游戏，当连续再打把把解慢，因为你会吹5档，你基本走动可能又抓回头，能够往那个当然脸发力啊，那就顺了，那就你觉得没办法，你多点砸点，那就照你的，他怕的没顺，摆出上半走，还是要赶出手多切，他就会统场。你打你要能量一波，你就开始你放这种不等，基本是这样就先过关的8小时，8小时过关，我甩一百照出去。 哦，然后就就拼回了，你看就冇掉，哦冇掉，真係幾多區啊見到 ？OK， 穩陣式。哎，放鬆哦，享受哦。好，放鬆，享受哦。
Relax, relax, stay loose. His father is a professor of leisure in Elon. Literally, Dr. Chill is his dad. And right now, Wang Chuqin says, stay loose. There he is, Wang Chuqin, just reminding his player, it's all good.
I don't know how he's got any voice left this week. Screaming the house down at times.
I think him and Truls go to the same vocal trainer.
You see the idea, though, from Lin Yun trying not to give pace.
Wang Chuqin's like, don't relax that much. Can you imagine? Okay, dialing it in here. 2-point ball game. Oh, there's some timing. A little fortune to go with it. But they both had theirs. Doesn't seem too imbalanced at this point. What can you really do when someone takes a serve and hits it that hard?
You serve long, you eat it. You serve short to try and stop him cracking one. And he just does that.
Combination, nice catch by the ball kid, already in the bucket. Probably before Wang Chuqin got the next ball, which was quick, but not as quick as this step around. Get ready. It's amazing that he takes it before it's dropped to table height. So quick.
Let 7-4.
Yeah, he has such a wide base, Wang Chuqin. Really then extends and rotates and just whips through the ball. Done it again there. And he just seems to have Lin Yun's pace down to a T. He's not scared by it. Sets the feet at the right place and just bombers. Lin Yun did that shovel serve earlier. I think it was the first point of this game. Short to forehand, and Wang Chuqin popped it high. I'm surprised he hasn't got back to that serve. He's changing it up though. He went to the reverse pendulum there, but just struggling. And it's Wang Chuqin now who has 6 game points.
10-5.
So 5 left. Not too bad for a guy who's leading 2-0. We're not seeing the same score line we saw with Shashan Wang Manyu. That was world number 1 and world number 2. This is world number 1 and world number 8.
Oh, in case you forgot. 2 of the very best Chiquitas from Lin Yun, and that's what he normally does. And he destroys people with them.
Yeah, this is picturesque. Wang Chuqin setting up on the opposite side.
It's the reverse serve again. It's the mix-up.
And stepping around, going long here, leaving the table open. Wow, that is some serious spin. And a break gets one back, cashing in an IOU. That's 4 game points in a row saved. That towel look was... Should we talk? Yep. They should.
Timeout. 1.
I think the question he's going to ask is, where should I serve? Because I need to keep that man off that backhand Chiquita.
Well, maybe we can even have a sip of mom's spaghetti.
把它质量封住就行啊，有这会儿你说准备后边的感觉，实际的手呢推得很紧，这会儿要整啊，现在正手感拉得好，这个防的好，拉得好，反手啊，要想到自己的法球里，自己看这个防的落点啊，落点怎么去上手或者怎么啊，这个偷气就行，把球包括要挡出手这意思啊，不能挡他手，不能脚手啊，现在整体打得非常好啊，把这节奏给好吧，啊，不着急，这个人就是静下来，心静，打到这种，他只有一板打死，啊，不是一板都多板，他这种打不死，啊，形成这种多板，他是这种后边的，啊，还是这种冷静，说冷静，对不对？他这大分小分都领先呢，自己还拿着罚球，对不对？哎，注意，调整好，调整好。
So what would you change if you were Wang Chuqin after having 4 game points taken against you?
He's got a couple of options. He could fire a long serve, especially into the backhand. It would be brave. Or he can try and serve to short forehand and really drag Lin Yun over. But he's going to have to go heavy backspin on that.
Shorter to the forehand side, and the follow-up, Wang Chuqin, after a nail-biting comeback on the other side, secures himself a 3-0 lead. We've had some tight ones since game number 1 where he dominated 11-3, but the last 2 getting closer and closer after being up 10-4. It is one game that's between Wang Chuqin and another championship, another title at a Grand Smash. So we got some familiar faces here. WTT wins the 100 club. That line is right between An Jae-hyun and Lin Yun. Lin Yun broke 100. Wang Chuqin up at 119. Lin Shidong, number 1 on that list, with 3 more wins than Tomokazu and 8 more wins than Wang Chuqin, who will be potentially edging closer. It's been fascinating. The new world rankings come out every Tuesday on WTT for all categories. Can't wait to see those. WTT app or worldtabletennis.com.
Thank you, audience. Players are ready. 4th game. Want to serve. Love all.
Forehand party right here. Wang Chuqin free. Loose as can be. The backhand, the step round, that's all. Just that big forehand and it's done. Extra spin on this, the Chiquita. He had been dealing with injury at the end of last year a little bit, Lin Yun, but seemed to be in really good form as of late.
Yeah, he was brilliant at Champions Doha. Getting past Tomokazu Harimoto in the semi-final was a really epic matchup. But he's got a lot of work to do here.
Finishes the deal. That came down way baseline, but the whole table was left open. Wow.
He did so well to get that backhand on, because that was loaded with topspin. Would have been really easy to send it to the rafters.
2-3.
Started aggressively again, Lin Yun.
I don't know if your eyes have gone to it, but when we go to the wide shot from the side of the table, you'll see it later. I'll bring it up in a moment.
Ooh.
He was 2 for 2 in the last match before letting one go. TTR. And that was, again, I love Jong Woo Jin and I hope he's getting better and feeling better. I'm sure he will be soon. But it was a hilarious moment that he was playing just to finish the match, to make sure he could collect his points. It wasn't a fight. Wang Chuqin was 2 for 2. He tosses the ball high enough that it feels unlikely. Now, Ronald Mugwanya has been incredibly successful at making these calls as well, so this is almost like a final in terms of TTR challenges. This is the moment, 30 degrees or less. Wang Chuqin will replay and keep it. Oh, Ronald Mugwanya takes down Wang Chuqin in a crazy TTR. Ronald Mugwanya, world number 1. Wow.
One challenge remaining for Wang.
The Ugandan has gone and done it again
4-2.
and nailed it, doing his job. Wang Chuqin. First time in some time. Point for Lin Yun.
5-2.
Really aggressive push, sorry, from Lin Yun. Listen to the noise in here as they try to rally Wang Chuqin.
I won't back reference too much the match with Zhang Wujin, but it was a hilarious reaction by Wang Chuqin. He was like, it's fine. Just forget about it. Look, just give me the ball. Come on, also with my backhand, we'll finish this. But they both knew, both of the players knew what was happening. 2-point ball game, favoring the silent assassin, who's in a must-win situation. This would be fun to ask the data guys. Has Wang Chuqin ever, when was the last time, I should say, Wang Chuqin was up 3-0 and was beaten?
6-4.
Lin Yun at the moment just happy to wage a battle in backhands. But he's got to be careful for that switch up the line. Wang Chuqin hit it a moment ago. It's incredibly deadly when he does. Yeah, there you go.
Oh man, did you call that one? Joro Taijak, ladies and gentlemen, in the commentary booth.
You'll find that one on my social media later on. Yeah, you could just feel it. Wang Chuqin was just getting pushed into the backhand.
So at the second towel break, Lin Yun 2 points closer to the finish line. They've both called their timeouts. Wang Chuqin adapts so quickly that to win a game here is not going to be easy. But after that, it gets incredibly tough.
Let 5-7.
He was creeping though, Lin Yun. He was looking for that backhand attack.
Backhand into a forehand. Wang Chuqin just won that fight. It was the short side of the table, so a bit more ambitious, a little bit lower percentage here from Lin Yun. But those are the ones he's going to have to take.
Oh, he did so well because it all pinged off the net. Wang Chuqin dropping his level. Dropping the knees right down low to catch it. That one. And he just sends it up with such topspin, such security.
So dead even, 2 points out of the towel break. Serves now back with Lin Yun. Good length on this push, uncomfortably close to that baseline. A tongue out we don't see so often from Wang Chuqin. A little bit of emotion on the table there.
A little bit of frustration. Lin Yun, I wonder again. He's going with the pendulum serve. He's mixed it up well with the reverse pendulum at times.
Oh, this is so strong. Table is out of the way in that backhand. It was a very efficient stroke, but a very confident ball. Jeez, short stroke, snappy backhand. And as he dries the hand, blows on it to keep it cool. He's 3 points away from the first Grand Smash championship of the year in men's singles.
9-8.
And he's 2 away now.
sets up 2 championship points for a bagel in the final.
Most people can't even receive the Chiquita from Lin Yun. Wang Chuqin can, and not only that, he can apply pressure directly off it.
This is not far away. The spotlight has been on it in the background for quite some time. Good backhand over the table, Lin Yun, giving something similar to the receive that was offered to him after that wide serve to save a championship point. One more to go for the receiver, world number 1.
I wonder if Wang Chuqin is going to bang long here with backspin.
Topspin does it! Wang Chuqin takes the title, clinches it without dropping a game. In the all-left-handed battle, the king of the jungle is the king here in the Lion City. Well now, another one, the man of the WTT era. 14 titles before this, and this is a big one. 3, 8, 8, and 9, that is all he allowed. So whatever those words were to Wang Hao, there was a smile there, and there will be a little bit of rest and a moment to enjoy a hard-fought and well-earned title, 2,000 points to